All right, so I don't actually have my microphone in. Uh, I'm walking over this mud. So I'm at work, y'all. My third shift job. Oh god. Okay. And like nightly rounds. Gotta make sure like these doors are locked because I don't know why, but like freaking it kind of doesn't make any sense because like workers here like they know that the building is supposed to be locked, but like it's almost like they intentionally leave like the doors like fucking unlocked. I'm like, if you know like the plant's supposed to be like secure, like why would you leave like random doors unlocked? But like they do. I just found like one door like unlocked or like basically like propped open on the other side. It's just like why would you do that? It's just like okay, like you can easily just lock the door when you leave. Anyway, it's raining out here, y'all. So if I look weird, that might be why. I don't know. Besides, like me just looking weird in general. But anyway, yeah, like they'll leave like these fucking doors like unlocked. But that's not what this video was about. This is just another random video. Um, so I was thinking today, like honestly, y'all, I'm just bored. Like I just felt like talking. Honestly, um, yeah, I'm just bored. I've been having like a weird lately here. It's been like super weird. Like just random shitty stuff has been happening. Like even more than usual. It's kind of crazy actually. Like the other week, I basically went to get my air pump. I have a digital air pump that I use to kind of keep my vehicle's air pressure, right. It's one of those cool ones where it's like, you can like plug it into like your car and it'll basically, so look, fucking unlocked. Why is that unlocked? Just lock it. This is bullshit. Fucking common sense. Like this. Anyway. But anyway, so whatever. But anyway, so what was I even saying? I forgot that quick, y'all. I really did actually. I forgot what I was saying. God damn. Oh man, oh man. I think I was saying something about let me think. Okay. Yeah, okay. So yeah. It kind of like all started like over like 2 weeks ago, or going on 2 weeks ago now, where I was basically uh going to get my air pump, and here we go again. Another unlocked door. I was getting my air pump, and my air pump just stopped working out of nowhere. It was one of those good ones where you can just plug it in, set the air PSI, and it will automatically inflate and shut off after it reaches the correct PSI in your tire. So out of nowhere, like that just completely just stopped working. So I'm like, okay, cool, whatever. I'll just buy a new one. They're like 60, 70 bucks, maybe, something like that. So, okay, that same day, I go to get on my motorcycle, and there's like this red light that comes on your motorcycle, typically when there's something serious wrong, So this same day, almost exactly after this happened, I went to get on my motorcycle and ride to work, and my motorcycle just stopped working. And for me, like, that's huge because like my motorcycle, that's like one of the new things that I do that really helps to like relieve stress and just kind of help to just get me mentally in general in a better place, right? So my motorcycle's down. I can't ride my motorcycle. I had to put that in the shop. Turned out that it has something to do with the throttle plates, some kind of defect in like all the years, and like just now, kind of like according to the shop mechanic, a lot of the bikes in certain years had this issue or defect with like the secondary throttle plates where they'll just start to glitch out for no reason eventually. So basically, like they did this thing where they, I guess, like deactivate it because you don't really need them. They're for more like something about low range RPMs or something like that. And so they basically like just deleted the secondary throttle body or some shit like that. Did some research on it. Supposedly, whatever they did, it helps to actually give you more like, I think like low to mid range power at a certain RPM. So it ended up being more of an upgrade, I guess. So, I just got my bike back. Okay, cool, whatever. Then like I get it back, and while unload, like, okay, back up. So before I even got it back, I loaded my motorcycle on the back of my truck, right? So while that happened, my motorcycle somehow, I don't know, on the side of the road, came loose, fell over. Luckily, there was no huge damage. There was a small bit of damage. So this is before I even took it to the shop. So on the back of my truck, like when I was coming back from the gas station, going home, it literally fell over. Somehow, I don't know, it didn't like fall on the road, but like it fell over. It was literally hanging off the side of the back of my SUV. So this is literally happening. So for whatever reason, like the way that it fell over, the tension that it had on the hoist straps, I was not able to lift it up off the ramp to get it back upright by myself. So that happened. So luckily, somebody on the side of the road basically, what the fuck is this? Random ass like thing of like that. Anyway. People just like be leaving shit out. I ain't cleaning that shit up like that. Ain't my shit. But anyway, like my bike fell over off of my hoist ramp on the back of my SUV on the side of the road. It had the tension, like it was still like being held on the side of the back of the car. Basically, it hadn't completely fell off. It was weird how it happened. Like they were some really really strong like straps, because they literally held my motorcycle to the back of the ramp or the lift, and all the weight of the motorcycle was literally like being held down or being held up by these straps. So there's one thing I do know is there's some really good straps. They're really strong. But anyway, I was not able to get the tension off of the straps to basically like lift it back up, because it's one of those kind of straps where it's you have to basically like release the tension to like release the strap, if that makes sense. So luckily, finally somebody on the side of the road stopped, like two guys, one that was on the road and then one that was like near a building beside me, helped me like lift the bike upright. So I'm like, man, what the fuck is going on? We got a truck coming here, y'all. We got his truck. Where's that? Where's he at? There he goes. But anyway, yeah. So hold on, y'all. Might have to talk to this guy. It's doing the U-turn. Okay. But anyway, yeah, he's like, I guess he's leaving maybe, I don't know. What the fuck he's doing? But yeah, so yeah, basically like that happened. A bunch of fuel was like pouring out, but like no major damage was done. Very little. So after that happened, I took it to the mechanic the very next day, right? So I get it back. My bike's fixed. The day I got it back, I get the bike back home. I unloaded. I took like one strap. I loosened up like one strap, literally one strap. So the bike was still being held down by like 3 straps. So like, tell me why, like, just releasing the tension off one strap, my bike completely like came off the rack and cracked the lower end of my bottom fairings. So like my bike is fixed now mechanically, but like my bottom part of like my rotor, my fairing, the fairing is like the plastic part of the bottom of a motorcycle. It's basically like the body on a car. So like the main top part of the fairing on the motorcycle was fine, but the very bottom of it like cracked. So I said, you know what, fuck that. I'm going to just go and replace the entire fairing and basically give the whole bike a new look. So basically, I can ride again now, but you know, I have to replace. I don't have to, but I want to because good with the bottom of it not being cracked. So I'm going to just basically buy a whole new fairing and just, you know, rock out like that. So yeah, that's what and a new fairing set costs about maybe, I don't know, like anywhere from $300 to $500 maybe for a brand new fairing set. Hold on one second, y'all. Hold on. Seeing what this guy is out here doing. I think he has it's the back of the truck. Anyway, never mind. I guess he's just because he's not in. I ain't gonna worry about it. I'm gonna leave it alone. I mean, park after hours, but a lot of times they come around the other side where the actual guard shack is at, and they check in kind of. But I guess technically they don't have to because nobody really gives a shit. So I guess there, but I think like during like daytime, like first shift, and you know, stuff like because like down here, like there's not even like they can just drive it. So like obviously they don't care if they have access to the parking lot after hours because the gate's like wide open on both sides. So you know, hence I don't worry about it basically. But that's not them street things happening. And it's not just so after I got a different fairing set, probably change the whole look of the motorcycle. It's going to be a whole different colors, seeing how those, what color scheme I want, and I have to install those. Okay, so there's that. And then now, like, so I have a second bike now, which is basically a bike that I bought to practice doing wheelies on and stunt riding on, basically, until I graduate to my main bike, my Gixxer, to convert that into a bike. But I'm starting out on my my Honda Grind, which is basically like a mini bike. It has gears on it, but it's just a smaller bike. It's just more forgiving. It has like these kind of like these things that you can stand on to like do wheelies on, and also to, if it falls over, it'll kind of it'll protect the actual motorcycle from getting too much damage. So that's another reason why I use that as. But again, the whole point is to use that to graduate to a normal size motorcycle to do wheelies and other, basically. So anyway, so my Honda ROM that I find off Marketplace, I got it used. It didn't cost that much. You know, I just recently got a wheelie bar assembly for it. Then that came with it, wheelie bar. It didn't come like, there's like basically like a video on a website of how to do it. I'm a very like literal person, so like when it comes to assembling anything, like, so, you know, I can kind of intuitively kind of just think, wow, okay, I got cut off just now. So you have to do all that basically while you line up the hole on both sides to insert the rear drive shaft in through the hole. It's just a lot, and there's no way that, I mean, I'm sure there's a way, but I don't know. I spent like 2 days trying to like get the wheel back on. Like, I know how to do it, but it's just like I don't have enough arms to like get everything aligned and put back in place. And you know what I'm saying? So I was like, fuck it. I'm going back to the shop to like have them help me out with it, or just pay them to do it. It's more money, but fuck it, you know? So I'll show you. Hold on. I'll show you. Because why not? Something to do. I got 0 viewers, but I don't give a shit. Why not? It's content. So, because I actually brought my bike to work tonight, because after I get off here, I don't feel like driving all the way home. I'm going to just go to the shop after I get off in the morning to have them fix it for me, hopefully. So here's my Grom right here. All right, oh, here we go. So because, hold on, turn this around. So I brought this to work tonight because I just want to get it fixed ASAP so I can like start practicing. But yeah, so what happened was basically, I'm gonna blurt like my stuff out. But what happened was I got this rear wheel off, and like, can't see because it's dark. You can't tell, but anyway, and this is a brand new tire, by the way. I just got this put on, but I was not able to get. So I got the tire back on, but it's not aligned properly. I basically put the tire back on so that I could basically take it to the shop to have it put back on correctly. So I put the shaft back in right here. This is the shaft right here. But basically the issue was you got your rotor right here, and there's like, it's a lot. I mean, it's a lot, but it's not. But basically, like, you have to align the rotor and I'm sorry, y'all. I got a bad. I have a bad signal out here. I have a bad signal out here. So if I'm breaking up, that's basically why. But yeah, I literally could not get this thing back on. Um, and I try. Like I said, I understand the concept, but it's physically I don't have enough. Like you need two people to do it the right way. And you know, my dad, he really can't see hardly, so he wasn't really much helping my mom. She don't do stuff like this. So I just said, you know what, I'll just bring it back to the shop. It shouldn't cost too much, but you know, while I was doing that, I realized that I needed some rear brakes. So I basically, while I'm having them to put this back on the right way, I'm going to get some rear brakes while I'm there because I noticed that the rear brakes had came on. They were just like done shoot up basically. So I'm gonna do that. But yeah, so basically that happened. So I was not able to get my wheelie bar on yet. But all I have to really do is just basically just undo these right here. And then after like the wheels put back on the right way, undo these like bolts right here. And then like I'll be able to like, you know, get the bar on. It's actually a pretty simple installation, but I just have to basically get everything lined back up. Like I said, I don't have enough hands to like get everything lined, you know, back up. So anyway, but yeah, so yeah, I mean, I don't know. This is just a random video, but yeah, I brought it to work. So I go up there super early because like if I go home and go like to sleep, more than likely I'm not going to get up. I'm probably like not going to get up. And this is why like if I have anything to do like during the day, like I'll just do it, you know, as soon as I get off. So, oh, I got one viewer. What's up? I don't know who it is, but you know, somebody's watching. So I only get like one day off. And like I've noticed like since I've been off, I've noticed that my mental health is kind of like going downhill again. Because when I had my 3 days off a week, 3.5 days off a week, I noticed that I was mentally I was doing way better. Mentally I was doing way better. That's like when I had time and like time to get more sleep, and then I had more time to you know, go to the skate park during the day. And I just in general I just had more time. I just felt better. You know, I had more free time. You know, I could go to the movies during the day, but now I just have like one day off a week between both jobs. So like mentally, like I'm just noticing how like just not really having much time to myself and just do what I want to do. I've noticed that like I just noticed how it's affecting me. Cause I'm noticing that like I'm just kind of like feeling like shit again. I'm getting like super anxious. I'm getting super